Okay, everybody. Now I'm going to tell you how to manipulate files for Module 9 Lab, which is on deforestation and land use. So the first thing that I'll show is the KMZ for deforestation. And what you're going to need to focus in on here are the colors of the countries. Green means an increase in average forest cover. Red means a decrease in average forest cover. And then these other colors, brown and this light greenish color, mean very little change. So what you're going to do is, my first piece of advice is to get a Google map, which will show you the outlines of the different countries. So if you don't know the countries in Africa, you'll have them in front of you. And then what you're going to need to do is when you see the different choices that are presented to you in multiple choice questions, you're going to want to click on some of these countries. So here, for example, I click on Congo, and notice this negative 4.9%, which is the number I'm going to be looking for. This is the change in total forest cover between 1990 and 2005. Okay, so that's what you do. You close this, and then you're going to look at another color. Let's take this one, which is Angola, which is negative 3.1. So that's how you deal with this. This is the total forest cover. And then the next thing you're going to want to do, so that'll get you through the deforestation part of the lab. Brazil here again, you're going to click on this. Negative 8.3. In this case, it's all natural forest. This is the number. Always look at the number here in the top right side. That's the number. That's all you need to know. Okay, so then we look at the US and Canada. These have gained. Canada's gained forest was actually 0. US is lost a little bit, negative 0.8. Remember, this is the number you're interested in. Okay, so that's the first part of the lab. And now let's get this back in a prettier rotation. And now for the second part of the lab, you're going to be looking at these anthromes. And I'm going to have you look between two different anthromes here, 1800 and 2000. In fact, you can also look at 1900 as well. But the cool thing about this, let me turn off my deforestation rate right here, turn that off. And then I'm going to turn on my anthromes for 1800. Let's look at Africa here. Zoom in a little bit. You see lots of green, not much else. And then we look at 2000. Massive land use change. And that's what I'm really interested in this part of the lab. It's very, very interesting. Anthromes are different types of land use. And what you're going to absolutely need to have to get this part of the lab started is this PDF. This page here by Ellis, which shows the definitions, and I've opened it right here, and it's a table. It's very useful. So it's got like a little Venn diagram over here showing the different types of land use: villages and mixed settlements, urban, croplands, rangelands. So you're going to look at this little sequence over here. If it's less than a population of 2,500, and that's per kilometer squared, I think the definition is given, then you go down to here. If it's got a population of over 100, it's a village and settlement, and then the lands in the village and settlement are defined by rice, irrigation, crops, and pasture. Okay, that's how these different groups are shown: rice villages, irrigated villages, rain-fed villages, pastoral villages, etc. Population less than 100, you go down to croplands. Crops less than 20%, you go down to pasture, etc., semi-natural and wild. So this is how all of these areas are defined. So for example, a residential rangeland is a rangeland which is less than 20% crops, and this is an area where there's between 10 and 100 people per, I think it's kilometer square. All right, so that's how that is defined. And then I can close that. Make sure you have that available to you as you look at this, because what I'm going to then ask you is, okay, let's look at South Africa and zoom in on South Africa here, which is one of the countries you'll be looking at. And notice for 1800, it's very green and gray, meaning there's not, green is semi-natural residential woodlands. These are low population areas, and wild is wild woodlands. And wild, treeless and barren lands, a lot of it's very barren. And notice what happens when I turn off 1800 and turn on 2000. bam, you'll notice the colors have all changed. Instead of greens and grays, we're mostly oranges and yellows and some reds, which are villages. So this is a really cool part of the lab. I'm really excited about this part of the lab because it shows you how areas have changed, and you're going to need to figure out these definitions as well as make some decisions about how different countries have changed in terms of their land use. And then the final part of this lab is all to do with the climate change projections, which you've observed before, and I've got them down here. What I'm going to ask you to do is look at our high emissions scenarios and look at temperature in the high emission scenario here in the year 2090. Just going to click that on. I'm going to take my land use off. Should have done that. Sorry. Should have done that before. And so you're going to compare the land use changes and forecast forward to 2090 when you see, like, for example, Africa gets very warm. These are major temperature increases in the heart of Africa. And then you're going to also want to look at changes in precipitation. And this part of Africa also dries out a little bit. So you're going to then think a little bit about how these land use changes will be impacted by climate changes that are forecast for the year 2090 in the different emission scenarios. Just in this case, we use the worst case scenario, scenario A2. All right, so that's it, everybody. I hope you find this lab exercise very informative. I think it's pretty straightforward. And again, you have 90 minutes. You can do the practice first. And so good luck. Please let me know if you have any questions.